Hello class, as you can tell today I am not in today. I am actually at the state basketball tournament. So no, I did not find that treasure chest of pearls. But what we're going to work on today for warm-up is I would like for you to simplify the fractions. While the substitute takes attendance, please simplify these fractions and I will be back shortly with some answers. So hopefully you can see that we can divide both of these by 2 and we would get 6/25. We would divide these by 14, get 1/2. We would divide this by 4 each and get 4/5. Divide by 5 each, get 1/5. Divide by 6, get 3/5. And again, divide by 6, 4/7. So one of the things that we're going to be working on is to simplify some fractions because we are going to talk about probability. Our essential question for today is, in an experiment, how can you determine the number of possible results that are available? So the substitute will now be passing out a penny to all of you. There are how many possible results? Yes, hopefully you were saying 2 because there's a head and a tail. So out of 20 flips, how many times do you think you will flip heads? Take a guess at that. And now with your partner, I want you to flip that penny 20 times, tally those results in a table, and determine how close your guess was. Please pause the video. Do that now. Thanks. Next, I want you to play rock, paper, scissors 30 times. Tally your results in the table. How many possible results are there? I'll show you the table that I'm talking about right here. So we have this table. So we've got player A has rock, player A has paper, player A has scissors, and we got the same thing for player B. Rock breaks scissors, paper covers rock, scissors cuts paper. So I want you to make a little chart and then determine of the possible results in how many ways can player A win, how many players can B win, and how many can they tie. And finally, does one player have a better chance of winning than the others? So I want you to play rock, paper, scissors with your partner for 30 times. Tally those up. Take a couple minutes to do that and pause the video. Hopefully you had a chance to play. You can see that there are 9 actual results. Player A can win 3 times, player B can win 3 times, and you can tie 3 times. So no one of the players has a better chance of winning on that. This rock would tie right here, they would tie right here, and they would tie right here on the third one. This one would beat the scissors, but paper would beat the rock. So in each column, there's 1 of each. One of the things that I want you to think about is if you played a game similar to rock, paper, scissors, but added a 4th object like a glove, how many possible results do you think there would be then? Hopefully you would come up with 16 total possibilities. Nothing would change as far as that would go because there would be an equal amount just like the other one. Our next example is you're going to spin this spinner that's shown. How many possible results are there? Hopefully you were able to say there are 8. And once we do that, of those results, how many ways can you spin an even number? Yes, there are 4. 2, 4, 6, and 8 are the exact answers for that. So there are 4 out of the 8. And odd numbers would be the same. 1, 3, 5, 7. There would also be 4 possible outcomes. What we are basically talking about in our key ideas are outcomes and events. An experiment is an investigation or a procedure that has varying results. The possible results of that experiment are called outcomes. A collection of 1 or more outcomes is an event, and the outcomes of a specific event are called favorable outcomes. For example, randomly selecting a marble from that group of marbles is an experiment. Each marble in the group, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one, is an outcome. There are 6 possible outcomes. Selecting a green marble, there are 2 favorable outcomes. So that's what we're going to be talking about based on probability. While you cannot see the total actual numbers on this dice, they call it a number cube, but I call it a dice. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 possible outcomes. What are the favorable outcomes for rolling an even number? The outcomes are 2, 4, and 6. What are the favorable outcomes for rolling a number greater than 5? Hopefully you would say 6 is the only favorable outcome with a number greater than 5. You randomly choose a letter from the hat that contains the letters A through K. What are all the possible outcomes? And what are the favorable outcomes for choosing a vowel? Remember, vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. So, what are all the possible outcomes? What are the favorable outcomes for choosing a vowel? Please pause the video and students have a quick discussion on the answers. Hopefully you were able to finish those questions. What are the possible outcomes? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, and K. There were 11 possible outcomes. What are the favorable outcomes for choosing a vowel? A, E, I. Those would be the favorable outcomes. You're going to spin this spinner with green, red, purple, red, blue, and red. How many possible outcomes are there? In how many ways can spinning red occur? Please pause the video, have a discussion on those, and I'll come back shortly. Hopefully you can figure out that there are 6 total outcomes. Red, purple, red, blue, red, and green. Those are the outcomes. There are 3 ways that you can spin red in this spinner. Those would be the favorable outcomes. Our next example deals with choosing a marble out of these marbles. How many possible outcomes are there? And in how many ways can you choose a blue? And then, in how many ways can you choose not yellow to occur? So I'll slide back up. How many possible outcomes? How many ways can you choose blue? How many outcomes can you choose not yellow? Please pause the video and have a little discussion in your group. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different marbles. So that's the 8 possible outcomes. How many ways can you choose blue? I got a blue marble there, a blue marble there. And finally, how many ways can choosing not yellow occur? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are 5 favorable outcomes of not choosing yellow. The final question that I want you to think about in your group is, what are the favorable outcomes for drawing a face card from a deck of cards? Remember, face cards have the Jack, Queen, and King. They have a face on them. There are 4 suits: hearts, diamonds, spades, and clubs. So what are the favorable outcomes for drawing a face card from a deck of cards? If you said there were 12 favorable outcomes for drawing a face card, you would be correct. We would have the Jack, King, and Queen of 4 different suits, So 3 times 4 is 12. Your homework is pages 404 and 405, problems 6 through 26 even. Since we will not have school on tomorrow, Tuesday, your answers will be gone over on Wednesday. Have a great day off and have a great day.